Alright guys, welcome back to CAD class. Today we'll be working on... what are we working on?
7.45.
7.45 special bearing. Draw necessary views with full section.
Alright, I'm going to start with the circles. The biggest one is 5.12. This is my front view. Next one, 4.76. Next one in would be 3.12. Inside of that one would be 2.06. And then the very inside one, it gives me a tolerance, so I'm going to split the difference, so 1.437. I'll label them. Diameter. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Alright, second to smallest will be a hidden circle. The 3.12 will be a center circle. I'm going to add in my vertical center line and my horizontal center line. Now where they meet up, I'm going to have a countersunk hole. I go object from the front, they're just going to look like circles. So the bigger diameter it gives me is 0.75. Smaller diameter is 0.375. Now there's not 4 of them, there's 3, and they're evenly spaced. So I'm going to select them. Instead of doing it from scratch, I'm going to use polar. Click on my center. Make sure I get the exact center. I'm going to change from 6 to 3. Close. Alright, now the top is mostly done. There's one more circle, but we'll add that in once we start the right side view. I'm going to add in my section line. This one's going to come straight down to my center. Then it's going to come on an angle through this circle here. So I want to go through the center of it. Click to place. I'm inserting my arrow. Place on top. Scale it. Rotate it. Now when I do my section view, I'm going to cut here and then kind of fold this down flat straight. So to show that I'm going to do that, I'm going to copy my arrow and I'm going to rotate it. I want it to be perpendicular to this angled line. So I'll do rotate. I'll bring it down like so. Three quarters and 3/8. Alright, once I add the arrows, my section view, again there's one more circle I need, but I will add that once I start over here. I'm going to bring the very top circle over, very bottom of the big circle over. Alright, this part is 2 inches thick. Bring the top. Alright, now I'm going to bring the top of the hidden circle over. That's going to stick out 1 inch. Got 1 inch, connect up. The wall where the 2 pieces meet is going to be 0.62 thick, so I'll use offset 0.62, and then I will trim that line there. The very inside circle I will bring over. It will go through the line I just made. to the far right. And then this second biggest circle I will bring over and bring to that line as well. That gives my wheel, the rim of it, some thickness. Then I will trim there and there. Now on the paper it shows a groove being cut here. So I'm going to make that groove. The depth of it is 0.12. The width of the groove is 0.2. Come back out. And then I will trim. Bottom side, since this is round, it's going to be the same thing. So I'm going to mirror it. Mirror it along this midpoint, not this line, because I trimmed it so the midpoint isn't where it was. I come down, trim that line. Now for the groove over here, that'll be the circle I'm missing. So I can do it two different ways. If I do center radius, click on my center point, touch the new edge and bring it over. I can do it that way, or I can use offset and tell it 0.2, which is how far from this edge the new circle is. Click on the circle, click inside. Same difference, does the same thing. Now I'm going to do the countersunk hole. So I'm going to bring the smaller circle over. That's going to go the whole way through the 0.62 section. I'm going to bring the 0.75 circle over. And then the angle, on the paper it tells me it's a 70-degree angle. Basically that's angled face from angled face. So I'm going to hit tab 35. Bring the other side. Tab 35. I'm going to trim. There, there, and there. That gives me a new edge. So I'd have a line. Now, I don't have to transfer lines over from this one because I'm going to unfold it. So the circle is going to be down here. So the spacing is going to be the same. So I can just mirror this one straight down. I go to my dimension, add in my hatching. I'm going to use ANSI 31. Solid, solid, solid. So my front's done, my right side's done. Now I'm going to do my top. You can do it from scratch the same way. I'm going to show you the cheater's way. Alright, I'm going to select my whole right side. I'm going to do mirror. I'm going to click on the center of the big circle. And then if I click along a 45-degree angle, it will mirror it and line up for me exactly. I don't want to erase the source, so I click no. I can erase my hatching. I'm going to delete one of those. I'm going to move the other one because they're going to be at a different spot. Alright, in this view, these lines will now be hidden. All of these lines will be hidden. And then I'm going to have to reconnect. This groove goes the whole way around. So I'll have a hidden line going the whole way across. This object line will go the whole way across. So I got that. I'll change this countersunk hole to hidden. And I will click move. Select it. Move. Line the midpoint down. Front edge up. Alright, there's one centered here. So I'll center that one up there. I'm going to bring up my center lines. One through the middle. And one through each of these two circles. So I'll do one. Just mirror it to the other side. I'm going to do the countersunk hole. Copy where it hits. Bring it over to the center line. Bring it over to the center line. And then my top is all done. Let me add in the couple of dimensions. Do linear with thickness. Bring that up. Oop, I didn't get the right point. It should be 1. There we go. Alright. The groove I'll label up here. Should be 0.2. 0.12. Let me label the angle from here to here. Should be 120. And I'll label these 2 circles. Then I'll label the angle of the countersink. So I got there, all my diameters, thicknesses, and that's pretty much everything. So I'll center it up. That's what I'm looking for. You can switch to your layout and print it out and hand it in.